Hey Crafty Babes, it's Dre. Today we're going to look inside issue number 27. If you are not the kind of person that wants to see inside of this issue before you buy it or before you've seen the inside of it yourself, then you might not want to watch this video because we are going to have some spoilers. I'm going to show you through the printables a little bit, but mostly just give you a quick peek inside what is in issue number 27. If you have never seen the inside of a Crafty Babe magazine, well, this is your chance. This is not everything that you see in this issue is what has always been in every issue or what will be in future issues. We do like to change things up a bit, but I did want to help out a couple of curious minds if that happens to be you, and just give you a peek at what it looks like. So the printed version is a very, very high quality soft touch cover. The inside pages are thick. They are not like you would find just on a magazine in, the grocery store. So that does make it a little bit different. And of course there is a back cover as well that kind of goes along with the front. So once you get into this, the very first thing you'll find is the reference sheet. And this is basically just to give you a visual of some of the pieces that are in the magazine. And then it gives you some different options for organizing and keeping your printables however you want to store them. I give you lots of options. So here is actually what I do with my printables. I keep them in a file folder. I print out the reference sheet using the printable PDF file. You do not want to cut this up. I provide a PDF print ready file for you with all the printables and all the papers. And then I like to use the circle, and then I also like to use this as my little tab. And then I have a file folder kind of hanging situation where I keep this. And usually what I keep in here is all of the papers. So there is actually 3 PDFs full of paper in this for this issue, in the files that you would receive once you purchase either the digital or the physical. There are polka dot papers with all the colors of the magazine. I print mine 2 up. And then there's also, there's also solids, but they have a bit of, I don't know if you can see it, you might be able to see it better on this one. They have a bit of a creased kind of texture to them. So that is the first thing you will find in here, along with a little hello from me. And then we have some official stuff. So I like to make sure that the girls that work hard on this magazine are attributed, not just on their articles, but you can click on the digital version if you're looking at the PDF, either on your computer or on your iPad. These are all live links. And you can also scan this QR code to join the email list. And then I love making sure that all of our members and subscribers get a little shout out. So if you are not a member or a subscriber, then, you can follow the information here or the information that is in the description, and you can join us. Here is the table of contents. This is one of my favorite parts just because it gives such a fun little sneak at what's to come. And then if there is merch happening with this release, which there is, that is going to be listed down there with a little QR code that you can scan as well. And then we get into it. So sometimes in the beginning here, I will do either an extra printable. Sometimes we have done small biz babes, which we highlight small businesses. Sometimes we do a Q&A from the readers. So it just depends. But the holiday issue, I like to just load you guys up with printables. So that's what we did. And we're not going to go through every single one of these pages, but I just want to give you an idea. So at the beginning of every section is going to be your section starter. So I love to be able to design these and then find just the right pattern paper that fits perfectly and coordinates perfectly next to it. I just feel like opening this up should be an experience every time, you flip the page, I want it to be beautiful and pleasing, and I want you to be able to, you know, enjoy it and take it all in and enjoy flipping to the next page. So every girl that is working for the magazine does their own article, and they are either given the printables to work with or a sponsor. And we work with the best sponsors. So once you get yourself into the magazine, you'll be able to see everything that the girls have made. And sometimes they make lists of helpful things. Sometimes they make amazing products. Well, they always make amazing projects. Sometimes they're memory keeping, sometimes they're home decor. I let these girls do whatever they feel led to create, because I think that's going to create the best experience for them and the most inspiration for you. So as we get in here, there are just amazing projects. And it just depends on whatever I'm feeling like sharing with you guys. So I'm sharing a little diffuser combo. And then we have our faith and art section, where we have two more girls. Actually, first we have some faith and art cards, and then we have two girls working on their Bible projects. And Lindsay always loves to write a devotional for us, and sometimes it'll be continuous from a topic that she talked about in a previous issue, and sometimes she starts a new topic, but I love that she really lets us dive in with her. And Becky, who produces the bomb mixed media, love it so much. The Printables has their own section, of course, and sometimes this actual section will include printables as well, or this page, not this section. The whole section is printables, but this page. And so when you receive your magazine and your print ready files, you're going to get these cute little postage stamps. So that's cute. So we've got cards. We've got mostly 3x4 cards here. Oops, I don't want to go too fast. There's 3 4x6 cards and then 2 extra 3x4 cards there. And the papers that you see in here are not all of the papers. I can only fit so many papers inside the magazine. So in the file that you receive, you're going to see so many more papers that are not in this magazine. And then we've got Kelly Bang's florals, and she made a mini kit. So she did these 2 papers and these cards as well. And then we've got our standard Polaroids and labels. And of course, hearts. We've got squares by Micah, which are just so cute. And I love her art. It's just so adorable. Perfect for throwing in on some layers in your scrapbooking. And speaking of layers, Amy's clusters here are so cute. And then she actually made us this mixed media page as well. We have lined notes because, of course, we need to be able to do some journaling or make some lists. Something super fun happening for this release is that I collaborated with Jen D Handcrafted, and her and I came up with she used the color scheme of this issue, and we found the cutest fabrics and a beautiful grid liner for our own collaboration of planner caddies. And I will show you, here is just one of them and how I'm using one of them for my printables. I just love the black and white grid and how it totally just allows your supplies to not be competing with the inside. This fabric actually was designed by Kelly Bangs, but it was the perfect color green. And so we got to support our friends, you know? So that is a fun little collab that I'm excited about. We've got another pattern paper here. We've got some numbers you can cut out, 1 through 25. We also have some cute paint chips with all of the colors and some ephemera. We've got some little word strips, some half circles, and cute little flags. And something that we like to do in every issue is a different kind of article, a different kind of theme. You know, sometimes it is all about the theme, and sometimes we go off on little tangents. So right now we're about to start a new tangent. And I've just noticed that There's a lot of struggles that we go through as Crafty Babes, and I asked the Crafty Babe crew what their major struggles were with crafting, and they gave me a big old list. So I organized them, and we are going to talk about every single one of them, and we're starting with organization. So the organization category has different struggles within it. So we're starting in the organization category, but going as far down as having too many supplies. We've got some team members that have chimed in. We've got some organization ideas, and that's going to be super fun. And then we have a fun little merch gift guide here. So to do some shopping, you can just scan that QR code right there, and it takes you to all of the holiday merch that's available either for you, so you can buy for a friend, a loved one for Christmas, and then how you can become a subscriber. And that's a wrap. So all wrapped up is the theme for issue number 27 of Crafty Babe Magazine. It is available, limited supply of printed copies, but the digital is always available. And remember that when you buy a digital or a physical, you get all of the digital printables that come with it immediately. So then you can just start printing right away. Another thing that is part of this release is the stamp set, and there are not that many of these in stock by the time this will release, so I cannot guarantee that there will be any in stock when you see this video, but here's to hoping. And then you've seen all the printables, but just real quick, and I did show you how I store my printables. And then in addition, there are some add-ons. So there's always going to be an add-on available for non-subscribers. So if you are a Crafty Babe member or a subscriber, these come with all of your printables. You do not need to buy these separately. But if you want some more printables to go along with the collection, then you can grab this. It's one item in the shop, and so there's going to be 4 pockets, and it does come with a page of instructions on how to cut these out and fold them and assemble them, and then a page of washi strips and a page of ephemera, big old chunky tabs, and half tags. So these are super fun. You have not seen all of the papers because I couldn't remember to fit them all in there. Sometimes, well, of course, I've used a bunch of these because I've done some projects of my own, but there are going to be, like I said before, polka dot papers for every color. There's also going to be the solids with texture for every color. Sometimes I will do one single pattern in several different colors. So you might see this plaid, but you'll see it in pink. There's also this diamond, which will be in a couple of colors. And there's that diamond again. So there's a couple of different shades of that plaid, a couple different colorways of this dot pattern. Gotta have a couple of stripes or 3, just depending on what kind of colors you're working with on a particular page. I did 4 different heart patterns, or the heart pattern I did in 4 different colorways. I only have 3 of them here because I've used one of them, but there's the green and red and pink, then there's the yellow, green, and brown, and then there's the yellow, green, and brown with the pink. There's also one that is more similar to this, but it has the teal in it, and they coordinate with the different striped cards within the printables as well. There's a couple different colorways of this star pattern. Here are a couple of them. And then we've got a messy star. And these, I realize a lot of these are heavily geared toward Christmas, but you'll see that there's definitely that yellow and brown that lends itself really well to still documenting fall and Thanksgiving holidays. I didn't want to ignore that, and so you will definitely find those. And then we've got some foliage, and there are more that you will find in your PDF if you choose to join us for issue number 27 and get your December documenting all wrapped up. I will leave all of the details down in the description, and that way if you want to grab whatever you can grab, you will have a direct link to it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this little look inside. We'll talk to you soon. Bye!